Time for a change of pace now, and to the bloke crowned King of Australia's backyards. There's not much Don Burke doesn't know about keeping your gardens alive and kicking. Take it away, Don.
Well, what do you think of this? In my opinion, this is one of the best privately owned backyards in all of Australia. But I'll go further. This is the best water garden feature in the country by a country mile. In summer, it's so important to have water in the garden. You feel so good, you feel relaxed, you feel cooler. We're going to come back to this garden shortly, but before we do, we're going to look at water in the garden, because while you're away on holidays, plants can go to rack and ruin, pets can be in trouble. What do you do about it?
It's the great backyard burnout. Owners on holes or just too busy. Gardens left to cop the heat. But Don says it shouldn't be this way, and it's so easy to stop the sizzle with these. But some are better than others.
If you're going to water the garden, this is the best one ever, normally sold under the name of a fountain or a capital sprinkler. They're around the 10 to 20 bucks mark, and they will last your lifetime through, and you can drive a truck over those and they still work. The other one is one of these. This is one of those sprinkler hoses. You spread them out across the lawn or the garden or wherever, hook them up, and they just send out a little fine jet. Both of these are great value for money. And this is the world's best sprinkler for kids to play under, or even for water slides in the backyard over Christmas, New Year break.
If you want the water without the hose, these clever pop-ups can save time, even if the technology can be confusing.
Modern plastic irrigation is such fun to use, and it is so simple. The problem is, though, there's all sorts of fittings and different sorts of types of systems. You can have these little micro jets where they're really tiny, or you can have trickle irrigation where it's sort of a leaky pipe, big pipes, little pipes, a lot. You need to go to an irrigation shop when you start so that they can show you how to put the right bits together so that it works.
Get it right the first time and you'll have years of trouble-free watering. If you're planning to re-turf, even better.
Maybe it's too hot to put in a new lawn at the moment, but if you are putting one in, you can put one of these trickle irrigation systems in underneath the lawn just before you lay it, and then you get beautiful watering of the lawn. Now, if you're worried about how come it's only going to be wet there and there, the grass roots will follow the water, reach out to it. The lawn does not have to be evenly moist for it to be evenly green. If you're worried about your hedge while you're away, one of these trickle irrigation systems is a really good idea. They don't use much water, they're very cheap. You put them on top of the ground and they're really easy.
Now, Don says overwatering can be as bad as not watering, except for one of our best loved plants.
Speaking of water, there's one plant that cannot survive without lots of water, and that's this, the hydrangea. No plant is prettier at this time of the year through the heat of summer than the hydrangea. They grow best about half sun, half shade. They will take full sun if they get plenty of water. But if you're going away, set up some watering for them. Oh, blues and pinks and whites and funny little shapes. Nothing prettier on earth than this thing, the hydrangea. One great tip with hydrangeas, put a saucer under the pot and keep water in it. That's bad for every plant except hydrangeas. If you want complete peace of mind, you're lying there on the beach thinking, how good's life? You don't want to have something in the back of the brain going, oh my God, the plants are dead. For about $170, you can get one of these automatic controllers. This is battery operated, hooks onto your tap, will water the plants up to 4 times a day, every day of the week, 1 day of the week, whatever you want. Just works off a little battery. How good is that? But it is 175 bucks. If you're getting the piping and all the other fittings, you'd get that under 100 bucks for quite a reasonable system too. So it's not expensive. One of the great ideas, if you are away even just for the day or whatever, and you want to be sure the dog has got water, you can get these automatic dog waterers. That's one there. So it hooks up to the tap, keeps it full of water, and the dog will be fine. Now, don't leave animals unattended, but this is a great idea. What do you think? Is it good? Got water. But look, the best idea of the lot, if you're going away and you're worried about your plants being watered, your pets being looked after and so on, you need that fabulous kid in the neighbourhood that will come in while you're away and look after everything.
That'll be $100.
100 bucks? You are kidding.
Thank you.
It's a great place to live, let me tell you.
Why did you build it?
Well, I suppose it's the serenity.
Back in this magnificent garden, Brad Baxter has spent years developing an overgrown block of scrub into a water wonderland.
What's it like living here?
I don't want to go to work when it rains, let me tell you.
Right,
The waterfall here just absolutely powers, and it's just wonderful.
Yeah, well, the results are absolutely stunning, and it's full of wildlife.
Lizards, frogs. Frogs keep us awake most nights.
There's a natural stream here, but in the dry spells he has underground pumps keeping up the illusion.
We've had all the bones here, you know, all the rocks, and we just had to do the cosmetics, I suppose you'd say. A little bit like a Rembrandt painting. We just took the canvas off, and there it was. It's wonderful.
You may not want to go this far, but it's breathtaking to see what can be achieved with an Australian backyard and some running water.
Great looking spot, and you'll find more details on Don's garden tips on our website.